Hello, everybody. Thank you for calling here today. Astro gravitational report. You see my voice. I cut up some cold stuff with medicines, but it is what it is. You have to go and do the things that you need to do. Did a lot of energy clearing last night to helps with purging and so on and so on. To all of you, just so you guys know what I've been doing lately. You guys know about my plans. Just guys, so you know that on Friday, which is next week, which is that is gonna be March 10th. I'm gonna be travel again to Spain. I'm gonna stay there to do the things, to settlements in there, and from there I'm gonna be traveling back to the United States. So to some of you, I'm gonna be coming and see you in United States. There, I have a lot of things that I need to get it done for. But first things first, what is going on in the sky? You probably felt it last night, maybe even the night before. There was energy that it comes in. It's kind of like affecting everything from your waist down. It's kind of like a tingling energy, like something it's pulling things out of you. You maybe feel energy that it's pulling dark energies from your first chakra. It's kind of like a grounding energy that it's a spiritual grounding energy that it comes in. So take care of all this purging is basically take care of the that was actually the deleting of the old programming from within you. There was a deleting, there was a situations you feel like, my God, what is going on? Yesterday, the Schumann resonance confirmed the energies, and I'm talking about the confirmed energies. There was a report that they never seen a new energy into the Schumann resonance like never seen before. And matching with all this, we are getting into the front of the new. We've been talking about this new energy. We've been doing this new energy. Now the new energy is here. What are you doing with this new energy is entirely up to you. Are you in alignment within this energy? Are you resonate within this energy? Are you are working this energy? Are you practice it into actions? And there is going to be a lot of fights. Fight from within you, fight within the situations, fight with the old stuff. Don't fight for the old stuff. This is like the universe comes in and tells you you don't need this anymore. Shoots. And you're fighting. No, but I want this. No, but I want that. No, you don't want it. No, you don't need it. The universe already takes it out. Takes out, clears it out for you because there's gonna be a new, upgraded, updated versions of the things that is inside of you. Okay. So maybe situations, maybe families, maybe things, whatever it is, maybe even material possessions, whatever that it's gonna be. But at the same time, you can look at it that materials possessions comes into you, new situations and new energies, you're acting on the new energies, and all of a sudden there is a miracles happened inside of you. This is going to be a one of those days that you are going to have to face yourself. Talking about particularly that is going to be like period between noon to like almost 4 or 5 o'clock. Later on in the afternoon, you are going to face these energies. So I'm going to be talking about these energies today, and hour by hour. I'm going to move you on the side. And if you guys have so many questions, go ahead and ask about it. So, what's cooking in the skies? I was talking to you about these situations between 2 o'clock, so we pay attention to this. That is it. When at the midheaven, it's going to be at the 12 degree of areas. That's where the Jupiter and Venus are coming together. That is it when you put the love and the growth from within you. But some people is not going to like it. Maybe some thing from within you not gonna like that. That is a direct square with the moon. There is in Cancer is about family. The moon it's fighting all this. Mars is fighting with the authority and the visions. for it. And there is going to be this authority warrior fight within you with the visions that you see, or what the visions are, where they came from. So the ascendant, 2 o'clock, is going to be at Cancer, and it's going to opposing Pluto. So please, during the 2 p.m., be mindful within yourself and look the actions from within you that is leading you to a different, to a success from within life. Because the sun and the moon, they are sextiling Uranus, the universe that tells you, here's the intuitions, here is the road, taking the authority of the road that I paved for you. And I'm going to remove all the fights from within you. So following this energy is going to help you with your day. So please be patient with that, okay? So let me go back at 7 o'clock in the morning. Actually, what it's cooking at 7 o'clock, that energy of 7 o'clock in the morning, it is in midheaven, is in Sag. You're going to be expressing something. We're going to feel like expressing something, but you're also going to be working on something. What is that working will be? You catching up the last moment, the last train, the last situations, the last communications. Because Saturn and Mercury are traveling together right now to walking within Pisces. Okay? The thing that you need to do, the end of this learning about the choreos. This is saying like the last minute ticket. This is like at the last minute situations. Right now, they are going to be in force, but they're going into a good positions from within you. There is at about like the teacher goes into the situations. This is a like the teacher gives you the last chance to do your paperwork, to file up, the so on. Some of you may gonna feel this very good positions of this last moment situations. We are having a that shift of Saturn, but at the same time, we are having a shift of Pluto entering Aquarius. So the new path, the new road, it's opening at the same time. You are getting rid of what was destroyed during the Saturn that was in Aquarius. And now you're getting into these new energies, to these new mysteries, to these new miracles from within you. There's going to be a fight in the morning. Comes in from Mars. Mars doesn't have positive aspect. It is a direct confrontations with the midheaven. You might feel agitated, irritated, aggravated with a certain things. Mars, it is fighting with Neptune and fighting with the Sun, with an authority. And that direct fight is going to be intense increase, specifically about noon there. Pay attention to these energies later on, because you are reacting on these energies. There's nothing good it's coming in. Only tells you to follow the rest of the energies, that you don't have to fight, because the best win of fight is not participated within the fight from within you. So later on at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be passing in through Jupiter, Venus, and Chiron. Some of you have to heal. Some of you have to heal the wounds in there within love for your growth. But it is not that somebody from outside has to come to heal you. It is you. It is you, the wounded healer from within yourself. And this energy is going to be very much increased around 2 o'clock. So you're going to be paying attention in the next few days exactly about this time. When at the midheaven, it is actually going to tell you, do this work. This work, it is important for you. It is about your self-growth. It's about your self-situations, and learn from your mistakes. Learn from the things that happens from within you, so you can move into the new. At 9 o'clock, midheaven is in Capricorn. There, it's going to be opposing the moon. Be careful at work. Be careful with your emotions at work. Don't mix the work with the related issues that you have from within you. And that intuition is going to be increasing in there. You maybe make a comments, maybe made a situations in there that it's gonna be at 9 o'clock, that it's gonna be kind of like you are gonna be this aggravated person, and somebody just tells you this doesn't work, and you're just pouring all that negative energy towards someone who just tells you the truth, the bad news, situations, and so on. Don't do that. Okay, look at it within the energy. There is a beautiful energies with the sun, which is the authority within you, and the universe from within you. Calm down that emotions inside of you. Hi, Grande. Thank you for coming in, and get ready for this transformations inside of you. Prepare for this. Have the love, have the peace. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, the machine's broken, or the situation's broken, the things doesn't work in my life. If you look at your life, you're like a company. You put all the people there around you and surrounding you inside of you, and you're like a company, and you're the boss. How are you going to deal with it? Okay, the boss doesn't aggravate employees because he knows that when the angry employee goes in, they create more damage with their energy, and they make bad productions more than anything else. The good boss knows to empower its employees to have a better production, and that's how the satisfactions of customers goes in. That's how you need to look. But it's the same thing. It is applied from within you. Your emotions in the family, you have to be that boss that inspire everything from within the family. You look at that energy, that's going to help you within your life. Ascendant is between the North Node and Uranus at this time. Everything is divinely guided. You look at the moon, have this ascendant now. The moon, using the intuition, is like, I gotta go with the universe, and wherever the destiny goes, I have to flow from within. Stop these fights. I understood that with fights, nothing good's happen. If anything needs to be, it's going to be, and it's going to happen naturally. So at 10 o'clock, the ascendant goes into Gemini, midheaven. It's crossing into Aquarius at the 8 degrees. Communications with Saturn is gonna be there. It has its purposes. Midheaven, it's a beautiful sextile with Venus, Chiron, and Jupiter. Okay, so you understand that the new road you're gonna go is to heal the love, heal the growth with love from within you, and whatever changes happens, do it with love, because it's all about the growth once you go through this process from within you. Okay, once you go within this process, in order to heal situations with others, you have to heal yourself first. You have to put the fight down. Some of you people, though, it's gonna fighting. You're gonna fight for the person. You're gonna fight for situations. You're gonna fight for what is you think is right, what it is, and so on and so on. What are you fighting for? You need to understand that everything you're going to fight for it, okay, it has to come from within you. But don't fight your satisfaction for the world, for the material situation, for material possessions. Don't do that. Or for even for Beck's situations and so on. No. This is why some of the people, they're gonna get into these fights, and this is like the codependency is like leaving. This is like the child begins to cry when the mother goes to work without understanding mom's gonna come back. Okay, but the child has to what? Grow from within. Some of you is going to learn these lessons, but be careful with Mars, because Mars is not in a good positions right now, and if you feel these intense energies of Mars, calm down. Take the earbuds, listen to good music, calm down music, catch up the positive energies that's coming. You're gonna find out very good things. You do that at 11 o'clock, exactly that energy of that work with Mars is gonna help you. Where does that come from, though? The ascendant is at 18 degrees of Mars, and Mars is at 19 degrees. They begin to have these beautiful, beautiful energies with the midheaven. You're gonna be working on that. because you understand that during the anger time, when you overcome your anger inside of you with the authority over you, then everything else is gone. The aggravations is gone, the situations is gone, and you are in a state of peace of mind because your mind doesn't fight anymore. And you follow the natural path of the authority that it works together with the universe from within you. So at noon, that I'm talking about 9 o'clock. I mean, not at 9 o'clock. Talking about the 12 o'clock, but the 9 degree, the midheaven is going to be with the sun there. Hi, Matthew. Thank you for coming in. Pallavi, thank you guys for coming in. Midheaven is at 9 degrees, and the sun is at 11 degrees, and they are going to be focused on that authority that I was talking about. That authority that you take over the anger. Okay, you're like, anger, you're not controlling me. You're not the authority. I am the authority. You are just an energy that it's right now is acting immature. There is nothing to be angry about it. Look the things with love. Go to Venus and Jupiter, and you will understand what I'm talking about. And that energy is gonna comes in the next few days more and more needed. So you're practicing that energy to calm down the storm from within you. You're not gonna have a fight. But if you have fights, the issues are coming. Okay, they're gonna be comes in there. It's gonna be a test. And a few hours later, you're gonna be testing on that energy of fight from within you. But the authority works together with Uranus, which is the universal energy, and it's got that trine with the moon and Cancer. That's mean you're working together with the universe. You're gonna build the family you need, the family that should be, the family that has to be, but not fights. Okay, fight within the family doesn't bring anything positive. So at 1 o'clock, midheaven goes with Neptune. Is going to be trigger the visions, the aggravations, visions inside of you with Mars. So it's very important. Where is your Mars is in your chart? For be mindful about your own Mars from within you. Okay, if you have a Mars, there is a, for example, in Aries, you maybe feel like I want this, I want that, and it has to happen on me, and it has to go from within. If you have negative energies, that's going to create a lot of issues. But if you have the positive aspects within your chart and areas, that is mean you're going to grow. You're actually going to be taking the charges like I'm the cardinal growth. I'm working on me. I'm going to work with this energy, especially if you have Mars somewhere around within the vicinity between like the 7th till like the 15 degrees of Aries. Very beautiful energies because you're going to be pointing out. But the Mars that is in Gemini in there, it's not going to be active for it. It's only active towards the squaring and the oppositions, which is means Sag. If you have a Mars in Sag, there is going to be heavy issues for you. If you have a Mars in Pisces or Mars that is in Virgo, be mindful about these energies. Okay. So that's what is going to be at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. As I said, the midheaven is going to be exactly 12 degrees. There is going to be like piled up of energies inside of you. And you're going to be working with that love, but your emotions, what they are. There is going to be no other aspects of this union. That is a Jupiter, inner work, love, possessions, money, love for the money, and at the same time, the healer. There is a the wounded healer, and it's Chiron. You have to heal the things from within. Maybe there is a lot of conflicts with in your intuitions, with the energies that is in there. Maybe there is a lot of problems with mother within you, because the only aspects that it's right now is that is the square towards the moon, that it's in its own sign. Maybe you look at it like the conflicts, the self sabotaging, the self damaging yourself that needs to be healed. Okay, maybe there was something you learned from the mother. Maybe you as a mother, or your understanding about mother from within is going to be triggered because the moon is home. The moon is in Cancer. The moon represents the intuitions, the energies, and the vibrations that you are actually having from within. By using it, the trine that it's with the sun and the sextile with Uranus, you're following this beautiful energy that it's calm down everything. Okay. The moon, it's also is going to begin to have a trine with Neptune. It's going to calm down this aggravations, energies that it's coming at this time with Mars. The ascendant is going to be at 28 degrees of Cancer. It's going to be at divine energies with Saturn and Mercury. So you can tell yourself, okay, it's time to let it go. It's a new path. I have to move forward, move the situations. Be mindful because of Lilith, and Lilith it is opposing Pluto, and now the Sun and I mean the Moon and Lilith is gonna come together. And you're gonna see this energy when two female energies getting angry. The third one is actually working to heal from within. So be mindful. There's going to be a lot of triggers within the feminine energies. Also, the masculine energies are aggravated because of the sun is squaring Mars. So please use this advice today. Don't make scandal. Don't make situations. Just follow the path of the peace. All right. So 3 o'clock, this intense energies are gonna build up. Comes on in there, building up. So at this time, the moon it's squaring the midheaven there, and we have a lot of intense energies that begin to emerge with that positions. There is a squaring towards midheaven. There is a square towards the Venus and Jupiter at this time, and the ascendant is squaring Uranus. The ascendant is at Leo. All this energy is going to be this power of you need to look, you need to get from within. If you learn during the Leo season last year, the ascendant is beautiful trine with Chiron, with Venus and Jupiter, maturity of the princess from within. You look at it, that prince that you develop yourself. You look at it, that princess that is ready to mature to become a queen. That is going to be this beautiful, beautiful energy. And guess who's going to help? Your authority. The ascendant, it is a divine energies, 150 degrees with the sun. You take that authority within you. That's what the fight, you're going to be having the fights. Like it or not, there's going to be intense energies. But you calm yourself down, you're not going to attract people who are fighting. But if you're fighting from within you, guess what? The gravity is going to pull all those people who have a fight within themselves towards you. So be mindful about the gravitation of the energies that is inside of you. So 4 o'clock, the ascendant is at 21 degrees of Leo. It's actually opposing Saturn and Mercury. So if you didn't follow the advice, you're attracting the people. Yeah, there's gonna be a boxing gloves. Careful with this because midheaven and Uranus they are coming together, and there is a square towards the ascendant. You see these fights, you know these fights. You don't want to change. You don't want to transform. You don't want to talk about transformations processes. Brrr. Your emotions are so high because of the moon. It is opposing Pluto, and it's squaring Venus, Jupiter, and Chiron. It's hard to heal. I need somebody else to heal me. No, 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 no. You have to heal. Don't expect somebody to do your inner work for yourself. That is immaturity. And that's what this is aggravations is be. But when you see your limitations, you can transform these limitations to your advantage. You see where your weaknesses are. Maybe your weakness is aggravations. Maybe your weakness is your desires. Maybe the weakness is immaturity. Maybe the weakness is lack of actions. but you're gonna see them. Okay, work on them. Create actions that are gonna help you to overcome that fears of overcoming all these lower energies within you. So at 5 p.m., the ascendant is at 3 degrees of Virgo. You're going to see what you're going to deal with this later on. The ascendant, it is opposing Saturn and Mercury that are transiting there, moving into Pisces. You may going to feel this Piscean energies inside of you, mixed energies, let it go energies, all this new possessions, these miracles, these mysteries energies that it's in Pisces, but that's going to lead to end of something, end of the old you for the better versions of you. Okay, and it's always going to comes in because the ascendant, it is a trine with the north node, the destiny in there. You're going to see it, but guess what you need to do? You need to heal. What do you need to heal right now? You need to heal your love and your growth with the wounds that you have. That is a Chiron. Chiron, the wounded healer, right now is in Aries. Chiron said, I am the wounded healer that heals others. If you have a Chiron in Aries, you will understand exactly that energy. Okay? And when you have Venus attaching to this, you heal yourself with love and you grow in there. And then that growth, it's passing to the others. That's what the wounded healer does. So at 6 p.m., the midheaven goes into very close to Mars. You're going to be dealing with Mars. That is between the 6, 7, maybe 8 o'clock. Also, this energy is going to come in. The ascendant is at 15 degrees of Virgo, still opposing the 12 degrees Sun, the authority. It's kind of like you opposing other people's authority. Be mindful that it's going to be this father situation, could be because the sun represents the father, the authority figure, but also fighting with an authorities. Okay, so be mindful about this. It's all in Pisces because Pisces is duality sign. You may have a lot of dualities within you, a lot of fights from within you. Okay, we are talking about it. And midheaven being close to Mars, now there is a two aspects squaring the sun from Gemini, which is also duality sign, and ascendant is in Virgo. It's also duality sign. So lucky there is nothing in Sag, because otherwise there's gonna be a communications of scandals of and so on and so on. We are lucky on that point. Okay, so stay there. Look at it, the energies, because the energies is giving you that ascendant of Virgo, the divine energies of healing, the love, and the growth with Chiron. It is a beautiful, divine aspects. And midheaven right now, that it's at 13 degrees, it helps the 13 degrees. That is a sextile to Venus, to Chiron, to Jupiter, to heal, to grow, mature. You catch up the new energies there. Okay, the more you heal, the better it gets. All right. So at 7 o'clock, the center is at 27 degrees there at Virgo. Midheaven, it is at 26 degrees. It's passed through these fights. And now, after you win with the fight from within you, there is a divine energies with Pluto from midheaven. There is a beautiful trine with Mercury and Saturn. And now Mercury and Saturn are taking the central stage of all that it's going on right now. The ascendant, there is a 27 degrees. That is a beautiful yacht made by Lilith at 0 degrees of Leo. And the ascendant, that there is in 27 degrees of Virgo towards the Saturn and Mercury, which is they're going to be at the top of that yacht, that finger of God, that shows you what you have to deal with, what you need to work with. Midheaven, there is a 26 degrees of Gemini. There is a trine towards Saturn and Mercury. you're doing that work, and you transform in yourself. The divine energies are helping you with that, because guess what? You overcome the lower energies, you rise up. Now you're using the divine energies to heal what the damage was from the lower energies within you. Um, as I said before, Jupiter, Venus, and the North Node, they are, and Chiron, I'm sorry, they're not going to have an aspects most of the time, because it's the healing part from within you. The North Node is not going to have aspects as well. That means you have to choose inside of you and look at it inside of you. What are you going to do from within? Also, the moon at this time, it does not sextile the Uranus anymore. Right now, the moon, she's beginning to have a beautiful trine with Neptune, and the moon is sextiling the ascendant. That it means she sees the healing that it needs to be done from within. So at 8 o'clock, the ascendant goes at 9 degrees of Libra. There is a divine energies towards the sun. There is a divine powers. That is a divine energies between Taurus, Libra, and Pisces. There is it 150 degrees energies there. Mercury entering Pisces. This is going to be time when the communications is going to be going in to the end of the cycle of Mercury. After learning and expressing everything, now it's the aftermath is have to go on. So Mercury is going to be about 20 some days plus in Pisces. And he's going to help Saturn with that transition. Saturn right now, it's 29 degrees, 28 minutes within the last degree of Aquarius. This is like a last chance to learn, to teach, to get, and to get to the place. You taking the last minute trip, the last minute situations, the last minute confirmation, the last thing to set it up for the new that it's coming in from within. Be mindful about midheaven. Midheaven, it is taking the place of the moon. It's 10 degrees of Cancer. It's going to be squaring Venus, Chiron, and Jupiter in the ascendant. That is at 9 degrees. It is totally opposition of that energy of Venus, Jupiter, and Chiron. So contract situations, they are broke, maybe a business deals, whatever happened within the contracts. If that was a bad contract, just drop it. It is bad contract, it's bad situations. You take the authority from within you, take the situations there, because the sun, it is still sextiling with Uranus. You take this within the universe from within you. You follow your path in the universe. Once you're in the universe, you are with the universe. The universe is with you. This is going to be a very beautiful authority that you're putting. You're putting the authority of the universe inside of you, authority of God in front of you. Not your ego, not what you know, not what you ask, what you get. You basically tell the universe, I need this. Could you deliver it? If that agrees with your plans, let it be. And things happens naturally. At 9 o'clock p.m., the midheaven is going to be joining the moon, and Lilith is going to be this direct opposition towards Pluto. Pluto is transitioning, also going into Aquarius, is 29 degrees, 33 minutes. In Capricorn, this is the last minutes again to finish some work. If you haven't finished the work, Pluto's going to say, like, can't help you. It's the end of the school year for it. It is the end of what you have to do. I can't do anything for you. This is the teacher that says, like, you're done. Completely, you're done. And some of you is going to be working with this energies. And those energies create a lot of intensity. There's going to be a squaring during this time between 9 and 10. Try not to communicate with people and try to work things out. you're gonna make a more mess than anything. Those are the cardinal signs. We're talking about Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Okay, just don't go there. Just stay away from it. All right, this is like you finding a fruit that it's bad. There you go. Just let it go. Don't be mad about that situations. The ascendant at 21 degrees, it is in trine with Mars. It calms down with Mars. You're accepting whatever losses, situations, and so on and so on. But if you're not, oh boy, if you're not, the ascendant, there is that Libra. It's pissed off that you didn't get the proper relationship, you didn't fulfill the business situations, soul contracts, energy contracts, and so on and so on. Hey, Alchemy, he just said hello, which just means Zdravейте. That's how it's pronounced. Hey, Nick, thanks for coming. And that ascendant there is in Libra, it's going to be triggers Pluto, is going to square Pluto, is going to square Moon, is going to square midheaven, it's going to be squaring Lilith, is going to be opposing everything in Aries. Please, this is like it's a cardinal changes. Everything has to be torn down. This house you built on a sand is not going to last. Don't fight for it. It's crumbling. And let the things crumble from within. You do that, okay? You calm down Mars from within you. You're gonna be allowing because you're not fighting Venus, Jupiter, and Chiron. You allow them to work from within yourself, and you got that inner peace from within you. Who's gonna lead you? If you get the right intuitions, you go into a Neptune, and Neptune tells you this is what's going on. And Neptune is sextile with Pluto, the visions, the situations from within you. So at 10 o'clock, midheaven goes to the 9 degrees of Leo. Now you get this energies that the ascendant is at 3 degrees. It is actually opposing the North Node. And you have this Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, kind of like Capricorn situations. And some of you is going to be doing reviews and views of the last thing that it needs to be done, last situations, or what you have not done. Missed the flight, missed the opportunity, missed situations, missed its growth. You're missing a job that you wanted to have, and so on and so on. No, you don't realize it. And new things are happening, new things are coming. You have to let it go of all those folks now. And the ascendant at 3 degrees of Scorpio, it is a beautiful trines with Mercury and Saturn in there. Just moving. It's just going. Midheaven and Leo, that it's at 9 degrees. If you pay attention earlier, when the ascendant was at that 9 degrees, there is a beautiful trine towards Jupiter, Venus, and Chiron. Now you apply that force of growth within you. Now you're getting to this princess, prince, the maturing in this situations. If you have not matured, oh boy, you are going to fight the universe. You're fighting Pluto. You are fighting your shadow side. You're fighting your destiny. You're crying that all your life is a mess. It's BS. Nothing good is going to come out unless you want to trigger Dark Night of the Soul from within you. I'm not suggesting you to do this. I'm suggesting you to go find your inner peace inside of it. And at 11 o'clock, midheaven, it goes to 24 degrees of Leo. There is a direct oppositions of Mercury and Saturn. Please try not to have settle down communications during this period. Please don't do it. And their ascendant is at 14 degrees of Scorpio. It is opposing Uranus. Don't fight the universe either. What do you need to do though? The ascendant at 14 degrees has divine energies with Chiron, Venus, and Jupiter. Divine energies. Now, these divine energies and areas are helping you to solve your shadow side. Can you imagine you put all that light of Zeus, Aphrodite, Chiron, You healed, and you go inside into the underworld, and you say, I'm healed. I'm going to be my truth. Scorpio doesn't like lies. If you lie to them, you're dead. But now you're finding the truth from within you. You getting yourself the power of the truth within you. You get that power of the truth within you through that ascendant energy. The ascendant is a beautiful trine with the sun. You took the authority of love. You took that energy and you made the things happen from within. Instead of direct fight with the universe, the ascendant is a trine with the sun, and the sun is sextile with the universe. You are in charge of all this, not somebody else. All right, guys. And now, if you have questions, I'm ready to answer it the best of my abilities. I know this report was kind of like a little bit longer, but hopefully it's going to help you out. My energies are growing up after all this dealing with this. So yeah, things are getting better. Last night, this Schumann resonance of the new energies help out, because the more you higher up, the more high energies you need. It is what it is. All right, heal with Nam. I have been triggered lately. Earlier, was in peace. Yeah, heal with Nam. It just the triggers shows you weakness, where you are weak from within your mind, what you're putting in your mind. Your mind is the processor of all the informations. You put the energy within the mind, that becomes an emotions. You put the ego there. You put the soul, the spirit, the energy. Everything goes and it's processed within the mind. So if you put the inner peace inside of the mind, the inner peace is gonna come out, and then that inner peace is gonna be determinate the gravitations inside of you, and you're not gonna attract people who have a fight within them. You're basically gonna tell, listen, I'm in the inner peace. Why you coming to bother me? Why just not go find your inner peace? Here, I'm an example out of it. Be that person. Pallavi, talking of anger, I use anger as a fuel. Keep minimal outer peace, but channel large in the inner energy to work, exercise, study, self-care. It's like being pushed out. Yeah, but don't do actions out of the anger. Transmute that anger. It is like, hey, anger, let's sit down and have a cup of coffee. How about that? What are you angry about it? Let's see. What are you angry about it? You are angry about it because of other people, other situations, other things, someone. Now, see, it is within me. Why you aggravating me because of somebody else? I don't need that. But you know what, anger? How about you and I working together? We're going to transmute that energy of anger, convert it to something good. How about we make a deal with you, Mr. Anger? How about we use this anger to a positive energy to push it to go through this situation? So no more anger. How about that? Anger, do you like to be angry? No, because every time when you make actions or situations out of anger, later on you pay the price. But when you do actions out of love for you and a growth and so on, you're gonna feel that you've been pushed to transitions in there. A very good thing if you're thinking about this for it, because some of the people they use that anger, they're transmuting that anger as a fuel in within. All right. Is anybody else has any other questions? Let me know. If not, let's share the love and the light. And we're gonna see each other later on at the main channel, and I'll see what we are going to be discussing today in there. All right, guys. So thank you so much for coming, and you're welcome, Pallavi. You're welcome for it. Thanks God there is the chat, because that way it's direct communications there. Grande, you're welcome too. You all, guys, love you so much. Thank you for watching it, and come back here tomorrow for we see our progress and evolution, what is going to happen tomorrow. And it's time to share the love and the light. Love you all. Be love. I'll see you tomorrow.